Hello my fellow Welt lovers. Today we are diving headfirst into the future of Honkai Star Rail, and when I say future, I mean the full banner roadmap from version 3.7 all the way through the big anniversary patch of 4.2. That's right, we're not stopping halfway, we're going full galaxy brain mode, patch by patch, rerun by rerun, leak by leak. And yes, I've got some very juicy news about version 3.9 being the last Amphireus patch, which means we're likely getting one final, mysterious character before we move into Edo Star. And all signs point to it being none other than our boy Screwllum finally making his long-awaited debut. So buckle up, grab your stellar jades, and maybe pour yourself some copium juice, because this roadmap is absolutely stacked and your wallet is about to start trembling. Topping up in Genshin or Star Rail can get expensive, and let's be honest, we've all seen those in-game prices and wished they were just a bit lower. Well, that's exactly what LD Shop is here for. This is LD Shop, the official top-up platform developed by the LD Player Emulator Group. It lets you top up your favorite games like Genshin Impact and Star Rail at huge discounts, up to 23% off or more. And yeah, it's super easy to use. All you need is your server and UID, and your top-up will show up in-game within just a few minutes. It's safe, reliable, and used by thousands of players. You can even compare prices, for example, something like the Supply Pass or a 6480 Stellar Jade Bundle. It's way cheaper here than in-game. If you register using my link, you'll get a 15% off coupon and an extra 5% off coupon, which can save you up to $50 on your first top-ups. Plus, LD Shop gives you the same first top-up bonus you get in-game, so you're not missing out on anything. And if you're planning to spend more, here's a bonus. If you spend over $80, you'll unlock VIP status, which gives you a free supply pass and more perks. So if you're looking to save while still getting everything you normally would in-game, just use the link in the description and get Cerydra while saving more. Let's kick things off with version 3.7. This patch is already confirmed to be a little bit unusual because for the first time in ages, we're only getting one new limited unit instead of the usual two. That unit is, of course, Cyrene, the Icy Remembrance Queen. She's HP scaling, she's supportive, and she's practically a universal plug-and-play unit for Chrysos Heir's comps. To top it off, she's getting a skin immediately at release, making her the first ever Hsr character to get that treatment on launch. Honestly, if this isn't proof that Hoyoverse is playing favorites, I don't know what is. For Phase 1 reruns, leaks are pointing to Hysilens coming back alongside Cyrene, though Castor's name has been tossed around as well. And then for Phase 2, we're almost guaranteed to get a filler double rerun since no new limited is dropping there. My best guess? Mighty Eye finally making his rerun debut paired with Aglia, who hasn't been seen since version 3.3. But of course, knowing Hoyo, they might throw us something totally unexpected, because lately their rerun choices have been pure chaos. And here's something else worth noting about 3.7. This might be Hoyoverse testing the waters for patches with only one new limited character. It's unusual, sure, but it also means they could be preparing the pacing for Edo Star, where rerun rotations might get even denser. With only Cyrene as the brand new banner, the reruns matter way more than usual. If Mighty Eye really does rerun here, that's massive because people have been starving for his return ever since he dominated Memory of Chaos. Aglia, too, is overdue. She's one of those characters that went under the radar at release, but has aged like fine wine in certain comps. If both rerun together, it'll turn 3.7 into a sleeper patch that drains wallets, even without two brand new units. Now rolling into version 3.8. This patch is headlined by Constance, also known as Dahlia from Duke Inferno's Everflame Mansion. She's a fire nihility character and, more importantly, a premium super break support. She's literally built to turbocharge your break comps, and that means she's going to make Rappa, Boot Hill, and Firefly look like absolute monsters. For Phase 1, it's almost too easy to predict she'll be paired with either Rappa or Boot Hill because the synergy is just too perfect. Imagine Hoyoverse marketing. Pull Constance and watch your Rappa become a god. Phase 2 is still up in the air, but strong candidates like Cypher, Yunli, Boot Hill, or even Black Swan are all floating around in leak circles as possibilities. Expect another round of reruns here to fill the space since Constance is the only new limited edition of this patch. Okay, now let's talk about version 3.9, because this is the final Amphireus patch. That's right. Amphireus is officially wrapping up here, which means Hoyoverse needs one last new character to close the arc with a bang. And who else could it be but Screwllum? This guy has been teased in lore since forever. He's been an important figure in the background, and fans have been begging for him to be playable. 3.9 being his debut makes way too much sense. Imagine him as a Harmony or Nihility unit, maybe some kind of mechanical mastermind buffer who turns allies into efficiency machines, or maybe even a completely unique path that ties into his engineering genius. If Screwllum does indeed show up, Amphireus is going out on an absolute high note. As for reruns, 3.9 will probably do what other end-of-arc patches have done and feature a mix of high-value reruns to hype people up before Edo Star begins. Nothing is confirmed yet, but expect at least 2 strong banners to pull attention. And don't even get me started on the potential reruns for 3.9, because if Amphireus is ending, Hoyoverse is absolutely going to milk it. We could be looking at a rerun lineup like Acheron or Phanon to bait everyone before Edo Star. Heck, they might even rerun both in one patch just to blow wallets apart. End-of-arc patches in Genshin always had stacked reruns, and Star Rail loves to mirror those patterns. So imagine Screwllum's debut alongside Phanon, 2 absolute must-pulls dropping at the same time. If that happens, 3.9 won't just close Amphireus with a bang, it'll leave a crater in your stellar Jade stash. Then we move into version 4.0, which is the beginning of the Edo Star arc and the launch of the brand new Path of Elation. This path specializes in dealing fixed damage triggered by certain conditions, and leading the charge is none other than Sparkle SP. Yes, Sparkle mains, she's back. This time as a Fire Elation unit rocking her schoolgirl outfit with untied hair and glasses, the exact look from her old promotional trailers. Honestly, peak waifu design. To make things even crazier, Blade SP is also heavily rumored to drop around this patch, with a fresh redesign that leans into a more Chinese martial aesthetic rather than the old samurai look. So yeah, 4.0 is stacked. On the rear end front, Phase 1 could easily feature Sunday alongside Sparkle, while Phase 2 might throw in a synergistic combo like Acheron and Cypher. Moving into version 4.1, the details start getting hazy since leaks don't usually go this far in advance, but based on Hoyoverse patterns, this is typically a bridge patch. What that means is 1 or 2 brand new units to keep the momentum going into the anniversary, paired with some reruns of characters who synergize with the new meta. If I had to speculate, 4.1 could feature a follow-up Elation Path unit or another SP version of an older fan favorite. On the rerun side, it's safe to assume we'll get at least 1 top-tier support since they're always in demand. Finally, version 4.2, the anniversary patch. And oh boy, this one is going to be insane. Confirmed so far is the debut of Yae Sakura, an absolute fan favorite from the broader Honkai universe, finally stepping into Star Rail as an Isolation Path unit. Pair that with Blade SP being fully confirmed for the Edo Star arc, and 4.2 is shaping up to be a massive celebration patch that will break wallets everywhere. While reruns are still a mystery this far out, anniversaries always bring back heavy hitters, so don't be surprised if we see crowd pleasers like Jinglu, Seal, or even a rerun of Sparkle's original form alongside the anniversary hype. So let's break this roadmap down one last time for clarity. 3.7 gives us Cyrene plus reruns like Hyacinth/Castorice and maybe Mighty Eye plus Aglia. 3.8 introduces Constance, the Fire Super Break support, with reruns like Rappa, Butil, and Cypher. 3.9 closes Amphireus with one last new character, very likely Screwllum, plus some hype reruns. 4.0 kicks off Edo Star with Sparkle SP, Blade SP, and the new Elation Path. 4.1 is likely a bridge patch with more new characters and filler reruns. And then 4.2 drops the anniversary nuke with Yae Sakura and Blade SP front and center, alongside who knows what kind of rerun madness. Honestly, this roadmap is one of the most stacked stretches HSR has ever seen. From Cyrene's icy support power, to Constance redefining break comps, to Screwllum finally crawling out of lore jail, to Sparkle SP and Yae Sakura absolutely breaking the fanbase, it's just non-stop hype. The real question is, do you start saving now, or do you just accept your fate and open your wallet? Either way, Trailblazers, get ready because these next patches are going to be wild.